The hours slide past, the days go on, and suddenly it's Christmas. Every year I feel like it creeps up on me and I'm never quite ready. How ready do you feel for Christmas? How prepared are you? How has the waiting been? What are your expectations now? And now I think it's right to pause, to wonder, to drink it all in. The bright lights, the beautiful trees, the family, the food, the carols, the celebrations. Do we still wonder at Christmas? There were some shepherds out on the field one night, washing their socks and keeping watch. And then an angel suddenly appeared in the sky and told them about a baby that had been born. They went to see for themselves and they found a baby as the angel had described, lying in a manger. And when they had seen this, they went back to their fields telling everyone what they had seen and heard. And then the King James Version says, all they who heard it wondered. They marvelled, they felt the presence of God, they felt Christmas in its beginning, the closeness of God with us. They were in awe. And I think this is one of the things that we lose in our celebrations of Christmas, and I think we should try to recapture it. Christmas is that one time a year when people more than ever are thinking about Jesus, even if it is just for yet another school nativity, this year featuring a sentient tree and a herd of dancing elephants. All of a sudden, Jesus is on everyone's mind, whether they follow him or not. God with us, Emmanuel. It's truly amazing that this time each year, heaven comes to earth. From the beginning of the Christmas story to the end, it's wrapped up in awe and wonder. Wonderful things happen, wonderful events occur. Angels, shepherds, visitors from the east, dreams and visions. Star of wonder, star of night. But I wonder if wonder is slipping away. Each Christmas seems to start earlier and earlier. Adverts and Christmas decorations flood the shops from, August. We drift into familiarity and the wrappings of the season. But pause for a moment again and wonder. Philip Yancey writes, God exchanges omniscience for a brain that learned Aramaic stroke by stroke. Omnipresence for 2 legs and the occasional donkey. Omnipotence for arms strong enough to saw wood but too weak for self-defense. Instead of overseeing 100 billion galaxies all at once, he now looks out of a narrow alley in Nazareth, a pile of rocks in the Judean desert, and a crowded street in Jerusalem. Who would come up with that? Who but God himself would do something like that? The creator of the universe, the one who holds eternity in his hands, emptied himself and took our form. The Word became flesh. And became flesh ultimately to go to a cross to die for us. The Son of Man, God himself, came to seek and save the lost through the cross, was born in a mucky and messy stable to save us from the muck and the mess of the world and our lives that we call sin. And the world changed. For over 2,000 years later, we still speak of that birth of that life, and history was cut in half that day, before Christ and after Christ, BC and AD. And this changes our lives too. I don't know if this is your first Christmas as a Christian, or your 50th, 90th or 100th, but there are far too many times when even as Christians we let the busyness of the season squeeze out the wonder of the God made flesh. During these next few days, look for the moments where you feel this sense of wonder and try and hold them. Whenever you see a Christmas light, a tree or a turkey burnt to perfection, try and grasp hold of that feeling. Embrace the wonder. Thank God for that light and that hope that is given to us at Christmas time. Take a moment to pause and to wonder. God with us, Emmanuel. Praying that you all have a wonder-filled, wonderful Christmas.